my dear children. Welcome back to my online class. I'm Shivani, your English teacher. Students, today we'll study about verbs. This video is for both class 8th and 7th. Students, in class 8th, we don't have any separate chapter for verb. But don't forget to watch this video and make sure that you understand everything very well, because later on you will have modal verbs as well as tense in your chapter. So it's very important for you to understand this topic clearly. So let's start today's video. Today we will be completing definition, types of verb, finding verb in a sentence, transitive and intransitive verb, direct and indirect object, and reflexive verb. So we have these topics in your verb chapter. First of all, let's discuss what is verb and what is the origin of word verb. A verb is a word that expresses an action or state of being, and verb comes from the word of verbum. So, students, you know that a verb plays an important role in the sentence structure. Without a verb, it won't be possible for you to make a sentence. And verb tells us about an action, process, event, or any state. Example, he ran to a store. Now in this sentence, he is your subject. And what is your verb? Yes, ran is your verb. There are different types of verbs. So there are three types of verbs. First is action verb, second is state, and third is being. Now we will read each one by one. But before that, let's understand what is an action, what is a process, event, or state. Suppose I told you he teaches us English. So what is the action here? Teaches, because in teaches he is doing physical action. Next example is the water is boiling. In this sentence, boiling is your verb, but it's not your action verb. It's a process verb, okay? Because boiling is a process. Next is she is very ill. She is very ill. In this sentence, is your verb, but is here is a state, okay, because it shows the state of her. Firstly, we will read about action verbs. An action verb is a verb that expresses what a person or thing does. Activity of subject. So, in your action verb, the person must do some physical action. Okay, when a person is doing some physical action, there must be a physical activity. Then there would be action verb. Example, Ali turned the page. Okay, so means Ali turned the page. Ali did a physical action. And what was that physical action? He turned the page. Next is Fatima is reading. Okay, now Fatima here is doing again a physical action. Man jumped. Man did a physical action and he jumped. Now in this slide, can you find the action verb in each sentence? I want you all to pause this video and try to do it on your own, and then I'll tell you the answer. Okay, so the first one is the girls danced in the recital. What is the subject here? The girls. And what is the action verb here? Danced. Our mailman drove a funny car last week. Here, our action verb is drove. His teacher wrote the answers on the board. His teacher is the subject and wrote is your action verb, because teacher is doing a physical action. And what is that physical action? He is writing. Okay, he wrote the answer. Alice worked on her homework last night. Worked is the physical action here. Now, physical action can also be separated into three different parts. Okay, any action in the word has three forms or three tenses. You know those tenses very well. It's the present tense, past tense and future tense. So see how an action works in the present tense. An action verb that describes an action that is happening now is a present tense verb. So whenever any action verb that is happening in the current time, in the present time, is known as present tense verb. Like the bird flies. So here we are talking about the present tense. Okay, our action is happening in the present tense. So this is the present tense verb and it is also an action verb. Next, flies is a present tense verb because it is happening right now. Next is past verbs. Verbs which tell about actions which happened some time ago are past tense verbs. So with the definition of past tense, similarly, whenever our action happened some time ago, then it will be considered as past tense verbs. Like the dog wanted a bone. Wanted here is a past tense verb because the action has already happened. It is not happening right now. And it is also not something that will happen in the future. Okay, it just happened. It has already happened. So it will be in your past tense verb. Future verbs. Verbs which tell about actions which are going to happen are future tense verbs. We will awaken at 6 a.m. So means in the present tense you are making plans for your future. Will awaken is a future tense verb because the action has not happened yet. Okay, so the action will happen in future. The action has not happened yet and the action is also not happening in present tense. So this was it about action verb. Now we will read about state verb. What is the state verb? A state verb is a verb that expresses what a person or thing is, the state of a subject. Now, in action verb, there was a condition that there should be any physical activity. But in state verb, it's not compulsory that you should have any physical activity. It shows, it expresses, the state of the subject. Example, the baby sleeps. So when a baby sleeps, that baby is not doing any physical activity. He's just sleeping. That's his state. Or if I say, I like chocolate. Am I doing something? No, I'm not doing something. I'm not doing anything. But like is the verb. And what kind of verb is that? State verb. Fatima is a teacher. It's a state of Fatima that she is a teacher. The cat is dead. So these are state verb because here any physical activity is not happening. A being verb is a verb that expresses what is done to a person or a thing. Ali is scolded. Now here Ali is not doing any physical verb, okay? But what happened to Ali, okay? What is being done to Ali, that is described here, that Ali is scolded. So scolded is your being verb. Fatima is caring. Glass is broken, okay? So broken is the being of glass. What is done to glass? It's broken. Okay, now see how to find the verb. Locate the subject, then ask yourself what is it doing. Find out verb in any sentence. On your screens you can see there is a sentence. The boy kicked the football. Okay, what is the subject here? Boy. Now make a question. What did the boy do? What did the boy do? And the answer is the boy kicked the football. The verb is kicked. It's what the boy is doing. So verb is kicked. What kind of verb it is? It is an action verb because the boy is doing physical work. Verb that consists more than one word. In a sentence, a verb consists more than one word. Okay, in some sentences there are some verbs which consist more than one word. Example, Ali will play the piano. Now here what is your main verb? Play is your main verb. Okay, but what about will? It's also a verb, isn't it? So will is your helping verb and will play is the verb. In the second sentence, boy will kick the football. Kick here is your main verb, action verb, and will is your helping verb. So your complete verb is will kick. Okay, so let's practice. Find the verb in each sentence. I want you to pause the video and try to do it on your own. Then I will tell you the answer. Hopefully it will snow this year. The student asked his teacher a question. Jackson is very energetic. Students in the class were really loud. I'm confused about algebra. The girl sang in the competition. Always do your best. The earth revolves around the sun. Okay, now see the answers. Hopefully it will snow this year. Snow is your main verb and will is your helping verb. The student asked his teacher a question. Asked again is a physical action. Jackson is very energetic. Now, is your being, okay? Being action. Being verb. Students in the class were really loud. What is your verb? I am confused about algebra. Okay, so this is, am, are, were, okay? All these words, all these things come under being, okay? Being verb. The girls sang in the competition. Sang, always do your best, do. The earth revolves around the sun. Revolves is a physical action. Okay, so students, I think this is it for today, and I will also provide you a set of questions so that you can practice. Right now we just need to understand what is the action verb, being verb and state verb. And in the next video we will discuss transitive and intransitive, regular and irregular, helping verb and main verb. Okay, so in the next video we will meet up again with another topic. Till then, take care, stay safe.